You've seen all the glitz and glamour of pageants, but not what goes on behind the sash.
Hey y'all, it's Megan McCaffin, your Miss Wildfire volunteer, and we are here today with our Miss Montana's team volunteer, Makayla.
Hi everyone, it's Makayla Sparks.
All right, so what is your serve project?
My serve initiative is mental health awareness. My title is Having a Healthy Mind, and it's basically just a thing to educate everyone about mental health, ways that you can try to cope with it, the ways you can help people. One of my main focuses has been the younger generation, mainly middle school through freshmen, all of high school, because I know that's a time when everyone's kind of struggling to figure out who they are, struggling with friendships, all of the things that happen when you are going through that stage of growing up.
Yeah, for sure. So why did you choose the Miss Montana Volunteer Organization?
I chose this organization because my friend Brielle Gorder had tried to get me to do it the first year, and I was like, no, I didn't really want to do it because I've never done a pageant before. I never even imagined that I would be doing a pageant, honestly. I've always just been a dancer for Cutting Edge and on the drill team in Sydney. And so when she asked me to do it, I thought about it and I was like, okay, I'll just give it a try it out, see how it goes. And yeah, then I just kind of fell in love with it. I fell in love with being on stage, getting all ready, wearing a gown on stage, showing everyone how pretty it is. It's one of my favorite things, honestly. This organization also offers really generous scholarships. You can win them anyway, pretty much. We have People Choice Awards, interview scholarships, stage scholarships, kind of everything all combust into one. And so, yeah, those are a couple of my favorite parts about why I chose this program.
For sure. So what plans do you have for kind of the rest of your year, or do you have any plans for the rest of your year with the title?
I do have plans. In about a month, I go to nationals for Miss America Teen Volunteer. I'm so excited. I can't wait. But a couple of my plans for the year is to just get more involved with my serve project and really get into the community service. Since moving to Billings, it's been a lot harder because it's so weird coming from a small town where I know everyone and it's so easy to do all of the community service things. And then moving to Billings, it's a lot harder to get involved when I don't really know that many people. But yeah, one of my main goals is just to really get involved in my community service and volunteer at schools, read to little kids, do Earth Day. I'm really excited for Earth Day because I really want to get a group together and clean up. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be super fun, honestly, to do a big Earth Day cleanup.
Yeah. And I think we do something with our school too. I think we walk around and stuff. So I'm really excited.
So, what was your first reaction to being crowned as Miss Montana's team volunteer?
My first reaction to being crowned, I was just kind of shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, this is happening. Oh, I was so excited. I honestly can't really remember what I was thinking because I was just so excited that this was happening. I mean, I've been doing this pageant for 3 years now. This is my third year. And so it's just kind of when I won, I was like all of my hard work paid off, all the things that I'd been preparing for and whatnot, was finally rewarded. I was rewarded for all of the things that I worked hard for. And it was honestly one of the best feelings. And I can't believe this is happening. I'm so excited and I can't wait to see what the rest of my year is gonna be like.
Yeah, I'm super excited to I've been obviously been watching and everything, and we did the Christmas stroll.
Yeah.
I just love watching all of you guys on. I feel like such a creep whenever I say that, where I'm just I love watching you.
Yeah.
But I do. I love seeing what you guys do. It makes me feel especially with our new local title holders, it makes me feel such a proud pageant sister. I'm like, oh, my little babies.
I know, it makes me really excited to see all of the local title holders being so involved. because it's like I know how excited I got when I was involved with my local titles, even if I didn't do a whole bunch like as much with my local titles as I do it with this title. It still just gave me like a sensation of being proud that I'm in this organization and like this is what I'm doing this for. Like I love it and it's just like everything I ever dreamed of.
Yes. So, what was your favorite part of pageant week? I know it's kind of hard to pick one.
My favorite part of pageant week was definitely meeting all the girls. I knew a couple girls from like previous years that I'd done it, and then from my hometown, Sydney, I knew a couple girls from there. But getting to meet all the people that I've never met before, especially my Miss Madeline, like I couldn't even imagine my life without her right now. She's been so awesome and I love her so much. She's just so great. She's such a role model to me. She's just so awesome. I couldn't even imagine a better miss than her. But yeah, meeting all of the girls was such just like so amazing. I just love seeing all of the girls come together and like be friends, even though we've never met in our entire lives. And it's like these guys are going to be with you for the rest of your life. Even if you don't talk to them or see them all the time, it's just like, oh, like they're still there because like you entered into this world of pageantry together and yeah, now you're going to go far with your friendship. Another one of my favorite parts was getting all dolled up. I know I already said this, but getting dolled up, the makeup, the hair, the dress, like competing on stage. I just love showing people like what we're capable of, especially when it came to like fitness. Like that's such like an empowering phase of competition because it's just like you're showing everyone how healthy you are, like how hard you work to be healthy and everything. And you're just showing people to like not be afraid to it doesn't matter like what you look like, how you look or anything. Like you're showing people that you're proud of what you look like. And so it's just so amazing to see everyone compete. I love competing. I love being on stage. I love it. I love every minute of it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. What is one mishap that's happened during your year so far?
I don't know if I've really had any mishaps. Like it's been like quite the journey. Like there's been like a lot of hard times and good times, but not really any mishaps. I mean, I just finished my first round of papers for nationals, and I guess one of the hardest parts was just like getting all the things that I needed. But yeah, I haven't really had any mishaps. Everything's been kind of great so far. I mean, it's been really hard getting to like get together with all the other title holders because I know I really want to get together with everyone and do something. Like even if we just go to lunch or something, but
Yeah.
yeah, really no mishaps. It's been a pretty good year so far.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. What is one of your favorite memories from your year as a title holder?
One of my favorite memories? Oh, that's really tough. I've had a lot of good ones, but one of my favorite memories is probably when Madeline and I went to South Fulton, Tennessee, with our parents, with my mom and her mom, to get our national dresses. I never thought I would get the opportunity to design the dress that I wanted to wear, and it's like, I never really thought about it, but when I got there, I tried on a whole bunch of different dresses, and I loved every single one of them. Well, actually, there were a couple that I was like, oh my gosh, like, why did I try this on? Like, it does not look good on me, but I loved every single one of them. But then it's like, when I found the dress that I'm wearing, I was like, I just am in love with it. I can't wait to show everyone what it is. Like, I'm so excited. It's not here yet, but it'll be here soon. Yeah, going there and just like spending time with Madeline, my mom, her mom, and getting to design the dress of my dreams was one of the best things that's happened so far. Another one of the best things that's happened is the Christmas stroll. I loved every minute of the Christmas stroll. We had so many people that were like, yes, like I want to go build a crown with all these princesses. The event turned out to be so good. And I'm like, I really wasn't going into the event like thinking it, like I had no idea how it's going to turn out because I've never been to the Christmas stroll.
Yeah.
But it's like when we got there, it was like a little slow and it was like everyone came at once. And I was like, oh, and it didn't stop until it was done. And I was like, this is like amazing. It was so fun. I loved being with all the other title holders. My miss came with, and then yeah, all of you guys. That was so fun. I loved every minute of it. And I can't wait till we can all get back together again.
I know. No, it was so much fun. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, but like Carly DM'd me and was like, oh my goodness, like thank you much for signing this up. Like I haven't had a lot of opportunities. And I was like, I am so like happy that I'm able to do that. It makes me feel so good that I'm able
Yeah.
to create opportunities.
Yeah, I was so happy when you set that up. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. Like I would love to go. Yeah, I'm so glad that you did that because it's like you brought all of us together. So it's so fun. So fun.
Yeah, no, I loved it.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite memory from pageant week?
My favorite memory, actually, this year we did something a little different than we've ever done in the past. And we did the murder mystery dinner.
Yes.
I loved that. Like, I loved dressing up. I loved having to find something to wear. It was so fun for all of us to, like, be able to engage in a way that isn't just, like, focused on, like, running our routines or, like, sitting in the locker room, which I love the locker room. Like, sitting in the locker room with all the girls is one of my favorite things. Just relaxing, sleeping, because we have long days, really long days. But it was just a fun way to engage with, like, all of us and all of the board members, the people like the volunteers who help out through the week. Um, it was just fun to see everyone's like, I guess how would you say it, like a creative like actress kind of, because we all had like the people. I don't remember what mine is, but I just know I loved my outfit. But yeah, that's been one of my favorite memories so far. But every single time, every year that we get there on the Sunday and we go to the garden,
Oh yeah.
that's also one of my favorite like memories. Like I love it's so pretty there. It's like the first day we all get there and everyone's so excited to see everyone. I'm like, yeah, we get to meet everyone. I love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are a couple of my favorite memories from pageant week.
The murder mystery dinner was so much fun though. I remember, who was it? It was me and Alyssa. We're sitting next to Kelly, who ended up being the murderer, and we were both
Oh
just
yeah.
immediately like, no, Kelly's being like really suspicious right now. I don't know about
Yeah.
that. We were the only ones who got it right.
Yeah.
That
That was so
cracked me
funny.
up. I also love that picture of me and Kelly where she's like hoisting the umbrella.
Yeah, that one's pretty funny. And it's also funny just because like Kelly, you would have never imagined she'd be the one who murdered him. You know?
Absolutely not. Kelly is
Yeah.
like the sweetest freaking person
I
ever.
know. Yeah, she
And
is.
then it's just immediately like, oh yeah, no, she's the murderer and she murdered all these people with an umbrella.
Right? Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, just the juxtaposition of that. I don't even think they chose, I don't know if they chose that or not. If they chose Kelly to be the murderer. If they did, they 1000% knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Makes it even funnier.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
So, Nationals is in about a month for you. What are you doing to kind of prepare? You mentioned having to get all the paperwork done, but
Yeah. The paperwork, the paperwork has been hectic. It's a lot, but it's like it just reminds me every time I'm doing it, it reminds me of like what I'm doing it for. It's like I'm doing this to compete for Miss Volunteer America. Like not everyone gets the chance to do that, so I should be super grateful. But yeah, a couple things I'm doing is I've been doing some FaceTime calls with one of the ladies who I messaged because I was like I need some pageant prep. Like I've prepped for a state pageant, but I've never really prepped for a nationals pageant, so I had no idea where to even start. But Lisa's been helping me a ton. She's been super helpful with like my walking and like what I should do for my shoulders and like helping me with my dress, and it's just been super fun. I definitely need to prep a ton for my interview. I a couple weeks ago, I always get so nervous for my interview. Like it's one of the most nerve-wracking things because I'm sitting in front of like 7 people, 6 or 7 people that I don't know, like, and they're asking me questions, and I'm just like, I don't really know how to answer them. But then it's like the other week, I was thinking like, why am I so nervous if I am talking about something that I'm so passionate about and that I know things about, you know? And it's just like, when I go there, I hope they ask me questions about this because it's what I'm like here for. Like I'm here to spread awareness about mental health. And so I'm just like, yeah, I'm not really nervous anymore for it. I'm really working hard on my public speaking, presenting myself on stage. So yeah.
yeah, No, the interview jitters are real though, and I feel like I always, every single time, like 5 minutes after my interview's over, I think back to like the questions that I got, and I'm like, I should have answered that in a completely different way, and it's
I know.
always so
Yeah.
annoying.
I know. I do the exact same thing. Like after the state interviews, I was like, holy cow. Like some of those answers, like I don't really remember them now because during the moment, I'm not even like registering the question that they're asking me. I just like I listen to the question and then I answer. Because like
Yeah,
I have an answer for it, but it's just like I can't register it enough to remember it. But then I like am thinking back when I leave and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I totally could have done that in a completely different way. Like why did I answer it the way that I did? And it's like the same with on stage question. It always gets me. It's just like on stage question is the worst for me because it's like they ask me this question and then it's like I just forget how to talk. Like I don't really know like what happens, but I'm just like, okay. Like I just said that and it didn't even sound good, but I mean I'm gonna take it.
I know. Well, and it sucked too because I went first for onstage question, and I immediately, I
Yeah.
feel like I gave a really good answer, and then I had to sit there and look. Who was it? I think it was Madeline next, and I just look over and she's like a deer in headlights. I was like, oh no, Mads.
Yeah. Yeah. The questions are hard. It's just like, just give me a second to think about it.
I know.
But then it comes this like, oh, I have to like take that second because I'm given the second, I just don't take it. I just
Mhm.
answer right away. So I just need to breathe. Breathe and think about my answer before I blurt anything out.
I know. Just like take a second, like take that deep breath. I
Yeah.
One of my favorite things that I've been doing before I moved, because then I moved down here to do my student teaching, and
Oh
my
yeah.
all my stuff got put away, and I don't know where I put it, but I had
Hmm.
like little slips of paper that had interview questions on them, so I'd pick one every morning while I was like brushing my teeth or doing my skincare or doing something that I'd already be doing, and just answer it
Hmm.
in front of the mirror just to practice. I don't know where they went. It's been driving me nuts.
Oh, really?
It's
I actually
yeah.
I looked on YouTube and I typed in like pageant interview stuff, and it's like it gave me this entire list. It's like a pink screen, but it gave me this entire list of questions, and they just like they give you 30 seconds to answer it, and I'm just like, oh, like I've been doing that quite a bit, and I'm like, it's actually been so helpful. I'm like, why didn't I think about this earlier? But yeah, I mean, YouTube has great questions. If you can't find yours, I wonder where they would have went though. Moving is always you're always losing stuff when you move though.
Right. What was one difficult part of pageant week?
One difficult part of pageant week was having the energy to wake up early every morning after having late nights. It's like I just every morning I felt like I got hit by a bus because we had such like so much packed into one day, like each and every single day that we were there. And it's like I never want to forget any of it because like I don't care how long the days are. It's just like I have so much fun that it just flies by. Um, so yeah, that's definitely one of the most difficult parts is waking up early after having a really long night. And then another difficult part is everyone leaving Sunday morning or Saturday night. It's just like you spend a whole week, like 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock at night, every single day for 7 days with the same girls. And it's like we get so close. And then it's like after the week is over, then everyone just disperses to their own towns, And it's like you have a whole entire year until you can see them again. And so you just contact them through like Snapchat or text messages or Instagram or whatever. But still, it's just like, it's so hard leaving them after you've created such a special bond with them. Especially like there's last year there was only like 5 teams, I think. And so it's like we all got super close. And it was so hard leaving because I'm like, I don't want to leave you guys. Like we got so close because there's only so many of us and we had so much time to spend with each other and it's just hard. And like I don't want to leave you. I mean, I know I'll see you next year, but it's just like it's hard.
Yeah. No, for sure. I feel like that happens. I will like speak for the Miss too. That happens for us too.
Yeah.
Because even though we have like a few more girls there, you get so freaking close. It's so difficult because even during like swimsuit or evening gown or any part of competition, the
Yeah.
winners are always the loudest. And that is
Hmm.
the best thing to hear when you are on
Yeah.
stage doing that kind of stuff, is to hear all that support coming from the wings. And you do this,
Yeah, it definitely,
it's mm,
yeah, it definitely is. It's like, I don't know, whenever I'm on stage, I don't even hear the applause from the um, audience because I just am so like excited about the applause that's coming from the sidelines. Like everyone cheering each other on, like you said, especially during swimsuit. I'm just like, I love it. It's like the same with us with fitness. It's just like so awesome
yeah,
for everyone to be able to like cheer for everyone and be excited.
yeah. No, it is the best.
Hmm.
What was the funniest thing, in your opinion, that happened during pageant week?
Oh gosh, there's a lot of funny things that happen. I can tell you who the funniest person is during pageant week, and that's Grace Peoples.
Yes.
She is the funniest person I've ever met. I'm just like, she's hilarious. Everything she says, I'm just like, just dying because she's so funny, even if it's just something super simple. Um, yeah, she's so funny. I'm just like, I hope she comes back every single year because she just makes my day.
I'll drag
Um,
her back by the ear. I'll just be like,
I
okay,
know,
you're coming with me. I'm
right?
grabbing you for the week.
Yeah. Probably one of the funniest things that's happened has been like when we're doing opening number or closing number, and it's like we're going over it so many times. We're pretty much like know every single step by muscle memory by the end of the like day, even. But it would be like if we changed something and then we'd practice it forever, and then someone would say like, "Actually, we're gonna change it to this." Like it's so funny, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, so many like changes after we've already practiced so many times, which is like totally fine because I'm so used to it. It's just funny because it's like we practice it so many times and we change it so many times, you know?
Oh my
But yeah, that's probably a
gosh.
couple of the funniest things that happened during the week and funniest people.
Oh my goodness, yes. Especially her sour cream incident. That is my all-time favorite picture
Yeah.
of
Oh,
me
it's
and
so
her, is
funny.
when she's just like midway, like super angry. You can't even see me. The only defining thing about me in that picture is my tattoos. That's how
Yeah.
you can tell it is me. You can see my ink and you're like, oh, that's Megan. And
Yeah.
there's Grace being super mean to
Yep.
Megan while she's trying to help her.
Yeah. She's so funny.
My favorite people ever.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, we're on to our last two questions. So the second to last is, what advice do you have for those who are thinking about competing?
My advice to you is just do it. Like this is one of the things that I never thought I would compete in because it's just like, just do it for you. Like, you don't even have to do it for anybody else. Like, do it to feel proud of yourself and feel like so accomplished in something that you're like, oh yeah, I just did that and this is where it got me. Like, these are the opportunities it gave me. And so I just love convincing people and like telling people that they should do it because the amount of opportunities that I have gotten from this, the amount of doors it's opened, like the amount of people I've met in my year, like the 50 girls that I'm going to meet when I go to nationals, like this is going to be one of the best experiences of my entire life. And it's something that I never thought I would be doing until I just went for it and I just did it. And I just kept doing it until I got what I wanted and I won what I wanted. And it's just like, even if you're terrified, literally just terrified, like shivers every time you think about it because you're so terrified of doing it, like whether it's the interview part, like it is for me, or it's the stage fright, um, the walking in your evening gown or the fitness part, meeting new people, like don't let that hold you back from the great things that are gonna happen in your life when you do this. It's, I don't know, people probably think it's just such a small thing, but I'm like, this is like an amazing small thing then. And to me, it was one of the biggest things in my life. So I don't know, I just tell people to do it, go for it. Like, don't hold back. Give them everything you've got. Like, the judges are here to watch you, and Like if you make yourself known, if you're confident, if you are just like, yeah, I own this stage and like this is what I got, take it or leave it. It's like you're gonna go great. You're gonna go far in life and you're just gonna do amazing. And you'll probably do so much better than you ever thought you would. Like that's what I experienced. Like I got what I wanted and it was one of the best things in my life. Even if it's just for a short year, like it feels like the shortest year because I feel like this last couple months have flown by for me. It's like nationals here in a month and then it's here in a month and then like the state pageant's going to be here in another month, even if it's like 5 months, but still, it's like, yeah, just do it. And it's like, this is going to be the best year or week of your life. You never know.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like what people often get scared about is the thing that everyone else is scared about. So we are all constantly just hyping each other up and helping each
Yeah.
other get through
Yeah.
that. Like, hands down, you create
Yeah.
so many lifelong bonds through
Mm-hmm.
this.
You do.
And it is easily the most life-changing experience you will ever
Mm-hmm.
do. And that's been
Yeah.
the consensus of like everybody I've interviewed is just go do it. Like,
Yeah.
go sign up, go do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I giggle every time I interview somebody new and they're like, oh, just go do it. I'm like, this is
Another thing that I think of, like, if you think that you're not good enough for a pageant, like when Brielle asked me to do this, I'm like, there's no way that I'm going to be a pageant girl. I'm like, I have never even thought, like, I haven't given a second thought to being in a pageant, like, ever involving myself in one. But it's like, if you ever think that you are not good enough or that you're just not the pageant type, like, you're completely wrong. Like, you're wrong, and nothing you say can change my mind. Like, you have to put yourself out there and go try it before you even think about like going down on yourself and like telling yourself that you can't do this because like you're a farm girl or you're like just think you're not good enough to do it. Like just do it. You're good enough for it. You are girly enough for it. Like it does not matter anything. Like don't let what other people think about you or what you think about yourself like keep you from doing great things and like getting in the way of having these great opportunities, like I said earlier, you know. So yeah, I think it's like don't tell yourself you can't do it or else you're never going to. Like tell yourself you can't do it, but then you know what? Sit there and think about it and be like, oh, like what is this gonna do for me? How is this gonna benefit me? And go do it. Go do it. Just do it. So yeah.
all right. Final question. What is one mental health mantra or habit that you live by?
It'd probably be to like when people are struggling, like to understand where they're coming from when they confide in you because it's like you never know what someone's going through. Like they can tell you, but you will never like emotionally feel what they're going through because you're not going through it like they are. So I always live by like I have to tell myself like I don't know what this person is going through. I don't know how they're feeling, but I'm going to try my best to give them the best advice that I can from experience of others. And yeah, just making sure that I never tell them that I know what they're going through because I have no idea what they're going through, you know. Like I don't know the mental struggles they're facing with school, with their home, with their work, you know, with their sports, with anything. Like I have no idea. So I just have to remind myself that I should try to put myself in their shoes and see where they're coming from, but I can't because I just need to be there for them. I just need to be like the person who's there when they need me because you never know. Like, they probably don't have anyone else to talk to, you know? Like, they probably don't have anyone else that they can go to for help when they're going through hard times. And so I just have to remember, like, just give them the best advice that you can. Be there for them, listen to them, make sure that you just like listen and don't like just ignore what they said. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I do.
Yeah. That's one of the things that I always think about every time I'm talking to someone. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know what you're going through, but like, this is the best, this is what the advice that I can give you. And like, I'll be here for you whenever you need me to, no matter what. Like, this is what I want to do. I want to try and help you because I hate people feeling so vulnerable that they don't even know how to deal with like daily tasks. It just breaks my heart because I'm just like, don't want to see people hurting. Like I've hurt before and I know how that feels. And just like, I don't want someone else to go through that because it's just the worst thing. And so I'll be there for them because like I wanted someone to be there for me. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, that's like part of the reason why I became a teacher in the first place was because I had some people who did listen to me, and that's like my mantra is like be the person you needed when you were a kid. Because what
Yeah.
I needed when I was a kid is I needed somebody to listen to me because nobody would. Because we were in
Yeah.
like rural Montana. It wasn't a thing to be like, oh, you have depression, oh, you have anxiety.
Yep.
And then 10 years later, I find out that it is a genetically thing for me. My dad has it, my grandma has it. Like, it's genetic for me, but I never knew that. Nobody told me. And it was so
Yeah.
frustrating to
Yeah.
learn that later on and be like, so you didn't think for maybe 2 seconds that that might be a problem.
Right.
But it's
Yeah.
also like so difficult to have, and I'm an adult now and I can put myself in my parents' shoes. Like, if I had an 8-year-old daughter and she came up to me and said, Mama, I don't want to be here anymore, I want to go sleep in the ground, like, that's terrifying to hear as a parent. I've probably caused them so much stress.
Yeah. And I mean, it's so great that you're a teacher and that your like serve initiative is mental health awareness because it's like you have the opportunity to be there for the people who like need you, you know. But it's like you just have to be patient until they like trust you enough to talk to you about it.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes I think that's hard for people to understand. Like you can't just keep pushing them until they tell you what's wrong. You know, like you have to be patient. You have to wait for them to like be comfortable and feel comfortable enough with you in order for them to like open up about what they're going through because like they've never had the opportunity to talk to people about it. And so you just have to be kind of like the safe space for them
Yeah.
until they feel comfortable enough to talk to you about it.
Yeah. Well, and it becomes the issue too is that if you keep pushing on it, they're going to shut down and start internalizing it again. And it's the
Yeah.
exact opposite of what you were trying to do. Like, some people do have like their best interests at heart, but if you keep pushing on it, you're not going to get anywhere. You're pushing at a brick wall.
Yeah.
What you need to do is just start climbing the dang thing.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that is all the questions that I have. Thank you so much for hopping on with me and talking.
Yeah, it was so fun. I'm so glad you asked me to do this.
Oh my goodness, yes, of course. I am so excited to watch you at nationals.
I know. I am so excited.
Exciting. Well, you and Madeline both. I'm like really excited.
Yeah.
I have like a whole list of stuff that I need to watch. It's like you and Madeline at nationals, and you watch Donna, see if she wins Miss Washington volunteer, because if she wins, then I'm gonna have to watch 2 people at nationals. But
Oh yeah, that'd be so awesome.
I'm so excited. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you guys. You're going to do amazing. You've already done so great with
Yes.
your titles so far. Like I said, I sound like a creep, but I love seeing everything that you guys do.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
I know.
guys.
It's been so fun. I've loved every minute of it.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to go to nationals and represent Montana. Like, I can't wait.
Yeah, you're going to do so great. They could not have picked a better person, honestly.
Oh, thanks. But yeah, so thanks for talking.
Yeah, of course. And episodes should be going up first Thursday of every month, so that'll be February 6th when this one goes up as well. So
All right.